Seoul, South Korea. A shocking news that managed to grab the attention of the public came from the world-famous K-pop idol, Jungkook, who is now undergoing military service. News circulated last night that all members of Jungkook's family were seen gathered at a well-known hospital in Seoul. Reports say that their presence is related to a sudden health condition, even said to involve an operation decision that has not been decided until now. The question is, what really happened? And why did the military withhold this permission? Speculation continued to grow, especially after photos of Jungkook's family looking tense in the hospital lobby began circulating on social media. Many have questioned, is this related to Jungkook's own health condition, or is there a family member who suddenly fell ill? This fact was further complicated after reports emerged that the military, where Jungkook is currently serving as a cook, had not given official permission for his presence at the hospital. Why is the permit so difficult to obtain when the situation seems emergency? A number of fans and netizens questioned, is it possible that there is a certain pressure that makes Jungkook unable to attend the hospital immediately? Isn't it in an emergency situation like this that military procedures should give priority to the family? One of the facts that made this news even hotter was the involvement of the military in deciding whether Jungkook could be present to accompany his family at the hospital. Until now, the military has not given permission for Jungkook to step down, who is known to be serving as a cook in the headquarters kitchen. This provoked controversy among the people. Many think that this decision is inhumane, especially if the condition of Jungkook's family is in a critical situation. Is the role of a cook in the military more important than that of a family in precarious conditions? Wrote a netizen on Twitter, who immediately got thousands of retweets and likes. However, some other parties tried to look at this from a different side. We do not yet know what really happened. It could be that this is just a normal procedure that takes longer to take care of, a military observer said in a television interview this morning. Nevertheless, public pressure on the military intensified. Netizens continued to voice protest with the hashtag Justice for Jungkook, which is now trending on various social media platforms. A hospital report said the condition involved the possibility of major surgery, but a final decision has not been made. No official statement has been given by the hospital as to who will undergo the surgery. Some unofficial sources even mention that this condition involves one of Jungkook's parents, but the family still chooses to remain silent. Even more surprising, one of the witnesses who claimed to be hospital staff stated that the family had been seen several times consulting with the medical team since this morning. I saw them in and out of the doctor's office. Their faces looked very worried. This is definitely not a small thing, he said. Why, then, are surgical decisions so difficult to make? Is there a very complicated medical factor, or is it related to administrative constraints? Many suspect that the pending military clearance for Jungkook may also have influenced this process. If Jungkook is indeed unable to attend, will that be an obstacle to the final decision regarding the operation? The public has always known Jungkook as a member of BTS who shines on stage. However, when he was drafted into the army, many were surprised by his profession as a cook in the headquarters kitchen. Although it sounds unusual, this profession actually gets a lot of praise because it is considered to show Jungkook's humble side. However, this emergency situation again gave rise to debate. Some netizens questioned whether a cook does have stricter restrictions on permits than other military professions. What is the importance of detaining someone who only works in the kitchen when there are clearly more urgent family matters? Asked a fan on Instagram. But on the other hand, some fans also praised Jungkook for continuing to carry out his duties with dedication, even in difficult situations like this. He is living proof that despite his fame, he still abides by military rules, wrote one user in an online fan community. It is undeniable. This news brought a huge wave of emotions among BTS fans around the world. They feel anxious, confused, and angry all at once. We want to know what really happened. Please give us clear information, said one fan in a live broadcast on social media platforms. Some fans were even seen gathering in front of the hospital as a form of moral support for Jungkook's family. They carried banners and flowers, Although there was no official confirmation of who is in critical condition, on the other hand, there are also fans who choose to raise relief funds if this situation requires large medical costs. This is our way of showing our love for Jungkook and his family, one fan wrote in an online fundraising campaign. Until now, the riddle about the condition of the Jungkook family has not been fully solved. The public continues to await official statements, both from the military, hospitals, and Jungkook's own family. Will the military finally give Jungkook permission? Will the operation actually take place, and who is involved? All this is still a big question mark that makes the public unable to stop talking about it. One thing is for sure, the world's attention is now on Jungkook and his family. Whatever the end result, this news has shaken many parties and once again shows how the life of a big star like Jungkook is never out of the spotlight. Keep an eye on the development of this news because we will continue to provide the latest updates for you. As attention continues to be drawn to the health condition of Jungkook's family, many are beginning to wonder about the procedures that actually apply in the South Korean military. A military law expert contacted by one of the local media revealed that military discharge permits for family emergency situations are usually granted at short notice, especially when it comes to critical conditions. However, the fact that Jungkook's permission has not yet been granted has led to much speculation. Is it related to his status as a celebrity? Could there be political or media pressure causing the military to be more cautious in making decisions? Said the expert. This statement provoked a wave of public reaction. Some judge that celebrities like Jungkook are often treated differently, both in terms of ease and difficulty, compared to ordinary soldiers. However, there are also those who argue that as a public figure, Jungkook must abide by the same rules as other members of the military. Amid this uncertainty, rumors about what really happened are constantly growing. There are claims that one of Jungkook's family members, allegedly his mother, has a serious health condition that requires urgent medical attention. However, these rumors have not received official confirmation from the family or the hospital. Some fans speculated that this situation may be related to the emotional stress or physical exhaustion experienced by Jungkook's family after years of facing the media spotlight. Living in the shadow of a superstar like Jungkook is definitely not easy. Even his family could be affected, wrote one user on an online discussion forum. Even more surprising, however, is the emergence of speculation that Jungkook himself may have been involved in this condition. Some unverified reports said he suffered minor injuries during his military service, which were exacerbated by the emotional stress of his family's condition. If this were true, it would certainly be a much more complex situation. The news about Jungkook's family's condition has not only caught the attention of local media, but has also attracted international media attention. Major news outlets such as CNN, BBC, to Rolling Stone began reporting on the development of the case, highlighting how this situation reflects the pressures faced by global celebrities who must also fulfill their military obligations. Some media outlets even compared this situation to similar cases experienced by other celebrities in South Korea. In some cases, celebrities serving in the military often face additional difficulties due to their status, which attracts public attention. Jungkook is not just an idol, he is the global face of Korean culture. When something like this happens, the whole world wants to know what happened, and this adds pressure to all parties involved, wrote one of the articles in The Guardian. Meanwhile, fellow BTS members are reportedly also providing emotional support to Jungkook from a distance. While no official statement was released by Big Hit Music, some fans reported that other members such as RM and Jimin were seen liking or sharing posts related to support for Jungkook on social media. This small act has provided a sense of calm for fans who feel that BTS's extended family has remained solid amid the difficult situation. They may be far apart, but they always support each other. This is what makes BTS different from other groups, said one fan. With information still minimal and various speculations circulating, fan emotions continue to increase. Many are frustrated by the lack of transparency on the part of the parties involved. They demanded that the military, the hospital, and even Jungkook's family provide an official statement to end the confusion. However, on the other hand, solidarity among fans is also growing stronger. Online campaigns to support Jungkook and his family are constantly popping up, from hashtags to fundraisers. Some fan communities have even organized virtual joint prayers to wish Jungkook's family health. We don't.